Hi and welcome. Today we are speaking with a man behind one of the most talked about innovations in global finance. I'm glad to present Andrey Mikhailishin, the chairman and founder of BRICS Pay. Welcome, Andrey. We are
Hello,
we are very
I'm nice to meet you.
dear friends. You might have heard about BRICS Pay on YouTube, on social media, maybe even in videos claiming that it's a new currency or a system meant to replace SWIFT or challenge US dollar. But today we are going to cut through all the hype and finally hear the truth straight from the official source. Andrei, one more time, welcome and thank you for your time.
Thank you for invitation. I'm very glad to uh, give my information, my knowledge, and my experience in a BRICS Pay build for you and for your audience. Yeah.
In this exclusive interview, dear friends, God knows how many times I bothered Andrei with my messages asking him to come. So, and I hope today Andrei will explain what BRICS Pay really is, how it works, and what it means for the future of international payments. Well, let's get started. You might know I see a lot of news about creation of alternative payment system within BRICS pretty often.
Mhm.
This is a topic that's being discussed at the highest levels by heads of states and ministers. So they're working groups, of course. First, concrete talks about setting up a new payment system between member countries happened during Russia's presidency, and it was shown also a prototype of the BRICS Pay Card. After the summit in Kazan, things did come a little bit. To be honest, when Brazil took the presidency, a lot of experts were, how to say, skeptical about the fact that Brazil will be involved in creating a new payment system. But even before the summit in Rio, President Lula said that the BRICS countries are all for a transparent and secure payment platform. Andrei, please, it would be great if you could give us a simple overview of what BRICS Pay will be and how it will work. In simple terms, because the great number of our viewers, including myself, we are very far from the world of fintech and some technical issues about implementation of that project.
Anastasia, you touch a lot of sites about BRICS Pay, and I'm take efforts to explain everything. Firstly, I'd like to say that maybe I not a founder. It's a good role for of my role in a BRICS Pay. I think it's more reflectable as a chairman because I'm had a lot of efforts, a lot of experts, companies, international companies from different countries to make abilities for building BRICS Pay solutions. I'd like to say that BRICS Pay is not about some revolution, but we talk about evolution. We create a new principal architecture of payment infrastructure, and it's we have a lot of work, and we divide over this work on the stages. On the first stage, we create bridges between existing payment system. It will be such a Visa, Mastercard, SWIFT, etc., and as well as a national payment system. In many countries has its own payment infrastructure, and for example, one of the latest news is that Europe launched their own payment infrastructure. It's a blue codes to provide services for the European citizens to use their own payment solutions. In Russia, we have a fast payment system. In Brazil, PIX and Elo cards. In China UnionPay, WeChat Pay, Alipay. In India, RuPay, UPI, etc., etc. And today, a few national payments have bridges between each other to give abilities to use it, national payment services behind the countries. And BRICS Pay is project that connect all existing payment system, and we make our infrastructure not against dollar or against Swift or against Visa, etc. No, we made our efforts to connect each other, to give abilities peoples and businesses make payments between the borders. It's a main idea that about what we work and for what we build BRICS Pay. BRICS Pay have two hands. In one hand, it's a C2B retail payments, in another hand, it's a B2B payments for the businesses. B2B, we can business to business or bank to bank. And we give efforts to peoples to use their payment solutions, the national payment solutions, as well as Visa or Mastercard, to make cashless, seamless payments behind the world. Today, we build infrastructure to give abilities on the first step to for the foreign visitors in Russia to make cashless payments around the Russians, around the Russia. We fully built international infrastructure. Right now, we have a lot work inside the Russia. Unfortunately, make infrastructure behind the Russian borders it's more easy that have built connections inside the Russia. It's depend from different parts, different peoples, and someone is not very good people. I want to like to say, but we finished our hard work in Russia, and we will be ready in 1-2 months to start the services for the foreign citizens in Russia to make payments. On the another stages, we provide these abilities for behind the Russian borders in different countries, in CIS countries, in Middle East countries, etc., etc. As I said before, we make bridges between the national payment infrastructure, as well as we can provide technology and solutions for the countries they want to build their own cardless based on QR codes payment infrastructure. We collect companies, technical companies, infrastructure companies that have a full stack of technologies to build national payment infrastructure. And we call it BRICS Pay Consortium. And consortium don't have any head companies or any head peoples. Our idea is like DAO, decentralized autonomic organizations. We use different approaches, different. We take into account national regulations in payment infrastructure, in the working of the company, and we create such big community that provide for us, for peoples, for businesses, technologies to build something new. Not yes, it alternative payment infrastructure, but not against any existing payments infrastructure, payments companies in the world.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrei. It's very important to know that it is not against anyone,
Yeah.
because often we see and we hear and we read and that BRICS is against West, BRICS Pay against SWIFT. No, we should say it one more time. It's
Yeah.
not against anyone. It's an alternative, right?
Yeah, I think that it's some clickbait about authors of such materials, but it's not true.
That's not true. As I understood well, you are a head of the working group from the Russian side, and so you know very well how goes this project inside Russia. So can you update what stage?
Yeah, you're right. I'm a chairman of BRICS Payments and FinTech task force in a financial services working group from the Russian chapter in the BRICS Business Council. Inside the Russia, we all one agrees that it's very important and very needed services for the Russian peoples and for the foreign peoples who traveling inside the Russia. We have a good relationships with Russian central bank. We have we have relationships with the different Russian banks, but here is very uh, sensitive questions because inside the Russia, all top banks is under sanctions. Of course, we want to give abilities businesses to make payments behind the sanctions, but we want to work together with the SWIFT, with the Visa, Mastercards, etc., and we must take in account the legislation of their fatherland government, for example, USA, where Visa is based. And we must take in account the sanctions and restrictions that have a visa, and we don't have abilities to work directly with Russians' biggest banks because they are under Western sanctions. And we make some special infrastructure, some operational companies that not catch, that not touch sanctions banks in Russia, and it's some obstacles that don't give abilities for us start immediately. We must take in account all of these uh, points.
I see. So we may say that the main obstacle to fast implementation of a BRICS Pay project is Western sanctions and coordinations among motherland
Central
countries,
bank, yeah.
Visa and Mastercard. Um, you see that right now in BRICS we have 10 member countries and another 9 partner countries. Are all of them involved in this project, or some involved,
Mhm.
others not, or maybe I don't know, Russia and Brazil working more closely, China and India not so close in this issue. So how the process goes among the countries?
Anastasia, your question is very interesting. It's different. We have a different cases in a different time. I'd like to say that mostly of all countries involved in discussions about BRICS Pay project. On the past year, when Russia was a head of BRICS, all countries only. Ethiopia don't link to our discussions about BRICS Pay, but all other countries have some decisions, make decisions about BRICS Pay. In this year, it's a very short time for make some new cases for discussions about all projects in a financial services working group because Brazil have only half of year for us for our together work, and BRICS Pay project in the annual report of BRICS Business Council 2025 in the under discussions. And we have a good relationships with United Arab Emirates, with Iran, some interesting links with relationships with the Indian and part of China. Furthermore, our partner today fly to the Beijing, and he will have uh, meetings with one pass new Silk Road in China, and discuss use our technologies of BRICS Pay to make payment infrastructure for the one pass, for the one belt one road
Oh, Belt and
payments.
Road Initiative.
Yeah, Belt and Road Initiative. Yeah, yeah. Indonesia is a new participant country, full participants in the BRICS. They are today built their own BRICS Council, BRICS Business Council, but our colleagues from Indonesia have relationships with our working group, and we talk about involve colleagues in a BRICS Pay project. As well as some of countries from the as a partner countries for the BRICS. We have good relationships with Turkey, with Belarus, etc. As well as we working together with countries that are not have a status of full participant or partner country in the BRICS. BRICS is totally open. BRICS Pay is a totally open project, and we welcome for all countries to make a new infrastructure for the BRICS Pay project.
Well, our viewers are worldwide, and anticipating the question, will citizens of countries that are not part of the BRICS group be able to use this payment system?
Yes, of course. As I said, we don't have any restrictions for no restrictions for citizens from the in other countries. But I'd like to say that in other countries have some restrictions. Now, for example, if we want to provide the services for the American citizen from USA, we must support the legislation and regulations from the US states. And we are not ready to open our companies in the US and support the legislations. But I think maybe sometimes later we will be ready to make that. On the other hand, if we talk about European unions, we must support, for example, GDPR. We need to open company inside European Union, no, from one of countries in the European Union, and support data security for the European citizens. Maybe we do that, but sometimes later of that. On the other hand, we have approach today. You know about a black list of the FATF. Unfortunately, for example, Iran in the blacklist, and on the start, we cannot support countries in a black FATF list. But I think step by step, we create some infrastructure, some decisions, some organizations that we that provide such services for the for such countries, for such for citizens from countries in the blacklist of FATF.
Well, I see. It's a lot of obstacles. It's not so
Yes.
easy as we suppose it could be, should be, even among BRICS countries. Well,
Yeah, I'd like to say that really world today is very difficult, very a lot of interconnections and links between in a financial service, and we don't want to make a revolution. we create our infrastructure step by step. We for evolution.
Okay, I see. Um, One more question about the security and
Yeah.
transparency of the payments made by BRICS Pay. So, because you know that today there is a lot of issues with terrorism and financing terrorism and so on, and some illegal, I don't know, transactions. How do BRICS Pay cover these moments?
Of course, we use, for example, on the start, we will be used some sub technologies for the AML KYC services. Of course, we work together with the regulators in the countries. In Russia, we work with central. In different in all countries, we have relationships with central banks, and of course, we need to support national regulations against terrorism, etc. And of course, we support all national requires for the AML, KYC, and KYT services, know your transactions. Yeah, it's very important part for our technologies and for our services. All people that, for example, if we talk about C2B, BRICS Pay for the retails, I'm sure, I think on the next video I will show how we can, how our users will be have abilities to make a BRICS Pay account, and you can see that it's need to provide securities, provide AML, KYC services, but only after that we can open for our users account in a BRICS Pay application.
Thank you. One more question, and I think we will close for today. Now we know a little bit more about BRICS Pay, but there is another set expression we often see and hear on YouTube, that is BRICS Bridge. And
Mhm.
a lot of us, we do not understand the difference. What is BRICS Pay? Okay, but what is BRICS Bridge? Can you explain us the difference between those projects?
Okay, yeah. BRICS Bridge is on the first step. It was idea of Russian Minister of Finance, and after that, Russian Central Bank catch this project and some transformation. Today, BRICS Bridge is a project about central bank digital currencies to create some infrastructure to make payments on the central bank side, central banks to central banks, payments based on their national digital currency. It's very simple. It's like as a M-Bridge project in for China, Hong Kong, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, and Saudi Arabia. It's the same, the very like project for the BRICS countries. But I know that it's some difficult to in a discussion in the discussions about BRICS bridge projects between BRICS central banks. And as I know, I think it's correct that this project transform, they call transforms from the another one, because BRICS bridge is very as a M bridge project, and the Chinese side not support this name of project. And if we divide BRICS Pay and BRICS Bridge, BRICS Bridge project is a project for digital national currencies, for central bank digital currencies, and it's about payments between central banks of BRICS countries. BRICS Bridge projects, it's fully support cashless payments, and as well as CBDC, then when this project has started in our countries. This project for business to business, bank to bank, and people to companies payments for in retail everyday work. But I think maybe in the future, these projects can make together to operate together. Maybe BRICS Pay will be use infrastructure BRICS Bridge, but I think it's in the future. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a possibility they will be combined somehow.
Maybe, yeah, yeah,
So the thing that I understood for myself today, that's a lot of work to do, and it's not so fast as we supposed to be. To
yeah.
think that implementation of BRICS Pay among BRICS countries, it's just as simple as, I don't know, to take a coffee. Well,
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, sorry, I want to add that we don't have a we don't give a money from any country. We don't have a money of our governments. We build it's fully independent from the political engagement, people, political maybe some companies or funds, and we looking for investing from the businesses that will use our decision. Uh, we don't have unlimited financial infrastructure and finance from the governments. It's not obstacle, but we maybe we will be forward move forward more quickly, but we don't want any political engagement.
that's interesting to know, actually. Well, dear friends, we close for today. And now, dear viewers, you have more knowledge than most people in the world, actually, about BRICS Pay. Keep following Think BRICS, and we will bring you all the latest updates about what is happening in the world of BRICS. Andrei, I can't thank you enough for accepting my invitation and for taking the time to come to us, to chat, to talk to us. And I really hope that we get to see you around more often, both as
Yes,
friend and as the guest of our channel. Um, and actually, as you mentioned before, we are going to do that, and we will make a set of videos explaining how BRICS Pay is working and what news and updates of this project. Right?
yeah, yeah. Keep in touch, and thank you for invitation. Thanks for your interesting for our team. It's really, I think, it's very important for all of us. Thank you, and keep in touch.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Dear friends, if you are just discovering our channel, I would love you to subscribe and share this video. Keep following Think BRICS. Thank you for watching.